Yeah, what I'm trying to do in this video is I started October 31st and I made a statement that I wanted to shoot a 150-inch or better deer in Iowa. Now the deer over my shoulder is an exceptionally nice deer, but they're not behind every bush as some articles and some so-called celebrity pro staff people would tell you that are running around in Iowa. When you hunt Iowa, you're going to see some nice deer, but it's going to take an element of luck and pure determination to stay in the field. They don't come by in a parade every day, as some people on the national level would make you believe. Their genetics are there, the deer are there. Yes, I've seen them off camera. That's what keeps me going. Have I had a shot with a bow and arrow? No, but that's the challenge of the bow and arrow. That's why I go to the field. A gentleman asked me, well, you surely don't go just to shoot a bobcat or a turkey. Yeah, I do. Because to shoot a bobcat, in my lifetime, they weren't even in Iowa. And neither was a turkey. And the deer were very limited at the most. So if I'm in the field and the deer hunting is the vehicle that takes me into the field, and if I can harvest a bobcat, to me, that'll be as great as that 173-inch 12-pointer hanging on the wall behind me. But what I'm trying to get across is when you set a goal, stay the goal, stay the course. A little bit of cold weather, a little bit of warm weather. Like I say, you don't control none of that. The only factor that you control is your willingness to get up and go. And like I said on the onset, I was after a 150-incher. Now where would that leave me if I didn't shoot that? Now I heard one gentleman say, oh, well, there's some super great hunters in the state of Iowa. If you knew all the logistics behind what they got going for them, you might rethink that. I'm talking about the average hunter, the landowner that can go out and try his luck at doing it. I know a real excellent bow hunter, Donnie Morris out of Solly, Iowa. He has killed 3 beautiful deer this year. He killed his general license buck, he killed his landowner's tag, and last night he killed a tremendous 8-pointer with his late season muzzleloader tag using his archery equipment. So it can happen. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a lot of work in it, and there's a large element of luck. And I think Donnie would be the first to tell you, and he's one hell of a hunter. So let's get to the field, and like I said, we're trying to stay the course. And doing so, it takes an extraordinary effort from the individual that chooses the trail, that trail to go down. But like I said, those kind of deer are out there, but they don't come by every day, even if you live in Iowa. The other day I came in here walking, and I noticed an eagle, 2 or 3 eagles, matter of fact, and a bunch of crows calling and scratching. I figured there was something dead in this cornfield, and I just walked in here. I'll show you. And there, I was looking down the rows, 5 yards in the cornfield, and I can see a rib cage up there. Well, as soon as I get it up there anyway, there's a rib cage right there. I'm going to walk up and check it out and then walk back out of here. Yeah, I knew those birds of prey were doing something. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And been there a while. I know since it snowed when I came in here 2 days ago, they were really calling, and there's why. Oh well, you can't tell how it come to its demise, but I just knew with all those crows calling and those eagles around, there was probably something dead in this cornfield. Deer had a screwed up right foot. Rear right foot was screwed up. That might have been the cause of it. Here's a normal foot be on its left side, and this is its right side. I didn't find no bullet hole in it, but it definitely has a screwed up foot, and there's something that causes that, but oh well, it is what it is now. Nothing goes to waste. Well, we're gonna hunting on the edge tonight. The wind's almost wrong, but it's almost right too. So I noticed when it's really below zero like this, your scent becomes less a problem, because any heat that you generate from your body goes straight up in the air. Heat rises, and it rises real fast when it's this cold and dry. This morning it was 20 or 19 or 20 below down here. Record-setting low temperature for January 1, high and low. It's not supposed to be. If it gets up to 1 or 2 degrees at 4 o'clock, that'll be the high for the day, and it'll start dropping off. So anyhow, here we are, the first day of 2018, and still spirit's still high. You got to be in the field. You can't kill anything but time sitting in the house. And I want to elaborate on something. I had a gentleman comment that he hadn't seen me shoot anything big in 2 years. No, because that's real bow hunting. Just like the dominoes. I've seen big bucks, but they never were where you wanted to shoot. So if you and that individual that made that statement, if he only knew how hard it was to hunt and kill good-sized deer, he probably wouldn't even bow hunt, because he wouldn't be up to the challenge. So it takes a long time and a lot of luck. What you're looking at is an old pair of my underwear. I sprayed some deer urine on that. Hopefully it'll filter down that trail, because I knew I'd have almost the wrong wind, and hopefully they'll smell that. But yeah, I couldn't find anything white, so I thought, well, hell, there's a pair of old underwear. I'll hang them on there. Don't get no more non-typical than that. Yeah, I noticed I've been shooting that. My arrows have been going to the left. And the reason why, I got to get this face mask pulled clear down so I can touch right here. If I'm hitting here, I'm too far away, and I'm holding that bow. It changes my anchor point. So I got to make sure I get that down out of the way on the shot. I was practicing today and it was dead on, but I didn't have this face mask on. So I got to make sure that you got to get your winter clothes in tune with your style. So I got to, if the deer shows up, this can't be in this position, because it makes my shot go left. From the sounds of it, the crows have found another dead something. Like I say, when they're calling like that, there's something probably on the ground. Well, here's the conditions on the second day of January. We had, I believe, 18 or 19 below this morning, and we're going to have a southwest wind, and at 4 o'clock now going to be 13 degrees. At 3 o'clock, well, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock is going to be the warmest, 13 degrees, southwest wind at 15 miles an hour. Now keep in mind, that's still going to create a heck of a wind chill. It's 10 below right now, and it's 11 o'clock, so we're going to be still under a wind chill advisory until 12 p.m. if that means anything to the hard-headed old bastards of my generation. Like, we didn't even have wind chill back then. I won't be doing any talking when I get into timber today, so talking will be done here because that sound really carries a long ways. So the next time you see this, I'll be set up in the blind. The wind's coming right into the window of this blind. Hopefully the deer will be out there about 15 yards. Here we go. Well, another day in paradise is about to begin. Here are going to be the conditions that we'll be hunting in this afternoon. And keep in mind, nobody's twisting my arm or dragging me to the field. I'm going free will. Well, you can see several trails in this woods, and we're set up right there. The wind right now is coming right in our face. So if they come up, I hung that pair of underwear over there tonight. They were white, everything's white out here anyway. And I soaked it up with some deer estrus, just so if anything has a liking to come over there and smell that, that'll help draw their attention away, because this is going to be a real close shot. And I just hope I can get it on camera. Well, that's all I'm going to talk. It's right at 3 o'clock now, and we got 2.5 hours. As far as I'm concerned, to beat that mature doe with that yearling behind her at about 15 yards, and they came in downwind of me, and I beat them. I have this backdrop that I put in here. All these tree limbs. I hung in here till it broke up my silhouette. I know, as you know, it wasn't a buck. But buddy, I'll tell you what, she was looking and I beat her. I could have took her life. That's my hunt. some persistence, some perseverance, and character not to launch an arrow at one of those bucks at this late in the season. But that's not my goal. So I still held true to it. That's it. January 3rd. Season will be over a week from tonight.